Good morning. Today we're talking about the mercy of God, and I'm going to read from Matthew chapter 15 and verse 21. And this is the story about the Canaanite woman that had great faith. And departing from there, Jesus went away to the region of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a Canaanite woman from that district came and cried out, saying, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is severely possessed by a demon." But did not answer her a word. He was just quiet. And his disciples came up and asked him, saying, "Send her away, because she is crying after us." But he answered and said, "I was not sent except for the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But she came and knelt down before him, saying, "Lord, help me." And he answered and said, "It's not right to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs." So she said, "Yes, Lord, for even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table." And Jesus answered and said to her, "O woman, your faith is great. Let it be done unto you as you want." And her daughter was healed from that moment, or from that hour. This is just an outstanding story. It is something that reaches to the depths of what the gospel is all about. First of all, when we look at this passage, we see that Matthew explains that this was done in a certain area, in Tyre and Sidon. It was this Greek woman, a Canaanite woman that came from that district, and she cried out. And listen to what she said. She says, "Have mercy on me." Now that word "have mercy" is a verb. It means express mercy, do mercy towards me, have compassion, have a deep compassion on me. And I want to read to you just quickly the Greek meaning there again, if I can find it here. This is what it means: express deep concern and compassion. The expression of deep concern and compassion. Now, how do you ask someone to express deep concern and compassion? You have to believe that that person do have some form and that do have the ability to show that, especially if you come from the perspective of where you would say, Son of David. Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. So we would find that this woman had some idea of a Jewish Messiah that would come, and that he would express, and that he would be a Messiah that has deep feelings of compassion towards a person, where he could have pity on someone that is in need, where he could identify the need, that he would be moved with compassion in his innermost being, and then have the ability to change that situation. Now, there's so much in this. So this woman, it was a Greek woman, she came and cried, and she would say, this Canaanite woman would come and say, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David." And he just simply said to her, "This is only for the Jews." And listen to what she then answered. "Even if you are the Messiah to the Jews, that rulership would be unto all nations, to the blessing of all nations." So she must have had some understanding of how the Son of David, through the covenant that there is with Abraham, will be a blessing to all nations. And she said that she qualifies. She says, "Yes, maybe I am a dog, or seen by the Jewish people as a dog, but even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table." So what was she saying? She was saying, you're not just the master over the Jews, you are the master over all the earth. And what you have come to do is to destroy and end the death that's in this world. And you are over powers and principalities. You've got dominion over demons. Now, we can just think of what people must have believed about the demonic and so forth in that time, even going back to the time of Adam and the devil and so forth. And she comes and says, you have that rulership, and I don't qualify because I'm of the right people group, or because I've kept the Sabbaths, or I've kept myself pure. No, I qualify because you are greater than the death that there is in my life. And mercy is not defined in her mind on where she would go when she would die. She was not thinking of heaven or hell. I want to go as far as to say that the concept of dying and going to hell, or the concept of dying and going to heaven, walking on streets of gold and so forth, was not even in her mind. It was not something that she thought of or even could think of in that period of time. To her, the Messiah, salvation, freedom, mercy, grace, and all of those kind of things was expressed in what happens as pertaining to her situation. We find in Matthew chapter 6, Jesus teach us how to pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We find this concept of what is eternal and beautiful invading earth, so that what happens to us might be signposts of what will be in the end, where the good that God has started with his good creation, which was and this good creation, something very bad happened to this good creation, where that is being restored. We find this woman expressing that. She says, "Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David." And then Jesus talked to her about the rulership of the Messiah, which is understood by the people of that time, that he's going to deliver the Jews from the oppression of the Gentiles. And she says, "Well, I qualify to stand under your rule, and you can rule over the death in my life." And Jesus said to her, "Great is your faith. O woman, great is your faith." And faith there is defined as faithfulness and reliability, fidelity, and commitment. So great is your commitment. Commitment to what? To the truth of Jesus being the Messiah. Your reliability. You can rely on her. She didn't do many right things, but what she was saying was very reliable. It was very faithful towards the truth. So when we walk in true faith, we're walking, speaking what is reliable, speaking what comports to reality, which is that Jesus is the Messiah, which is that the rule of life comes into this earth, and that God is taking heaven and ordering earth according to the life of heaven. And he has started it in Jesus, he is continuing, and we today can go and walk in great faith all the time. So if you believe that Jesus is Lord over Jew and Gentile, and you believe that through him life is coming to this earth, you have great faith. You walking in great faithfulness towards the truth. And according to that, things are being done unto us. Well, thank you that I could share this with you. Yes, this might even leave many questions, but I'm sure that as you think along these lines, you'll start to see how mercy is an act. Mercy is a verb. It's to have mercy. She didn't just say mercy. She says, have mercy. Live this mercy towards me. Manifest the compassion that's in your heart towards me. And that would be by you ruling over the work of the devil in my life. And I think we can just humbly come to the Lord and ask him for mercy. Now, that asking of mercy is not to beg it from him, but we basically come in acknowledgement of who he is. And from there, we just faithfully make use of it. Thank you so much. Know that you're deeply loved by God. God bless.